Trade in FOMC. Let's go. We just trading, man. We literally just be trading. I don't want no whips and chains, but you hold me down. Market close in an hour, basically. An hour and 25 minutes. Will we ever get a retracement? Shall find out. Wouldn't be upset if this thing just kept climbing, though. What if this thing just completely reversed? I'd be sick, honestly. If it just completely reversed and shit on everyone, that'd be awesome. That'd be the best birthday gift ever. I don't want to change, but goodness. I don't want to change. Best risk to reward for entry right here. This is a setup, and remember, don't be surprised if it reverses, because that all that is an inverse fair value gap. I don't want to whips and chains, but hold me down. Do we get the inverse? If the volume's stronger to the downside, I am more than happy to fucking play the downside. It's all about how it reacts. How does it react? Candle is sloppy. Well, this is FOMC, so it's always going to be a little volatile. It's never going to be like straight up just, you know, it's not going to look normal. That's what I would say. Still haven't entered yet. Waiting to see how this closes and how it reacts. It looked good at first, but it's obviously looking like it wants to inverse, which is completely fine as long as I get my trade in. Now, all right, yeah. So when you get a close below, I never entered. I didn't like the reaction off that candle. So now we can play the inverse, because if we played the 5-minute fair value gap, we're going to have to wait for lows to be taken out and a new fair value gap to be created. And as soon as that happens, we can go in a smaller time frame. So if we break this low, if we break low a day, we are fucking money. before I do that, I want to make sure we actually get a new candle. 45-minute fair value. What? Here? Damn. It is technically true. And supply and demand to the downside. Here we go. There's the inverse. Bang. Now let's hope, or we have to get a close there first. And technically, you could use this as the inverse as well. As long as this candle closes below low a day, anywhere in between here is exactly where you'd want to enter your trade. So this is where you'd want to start adding. Target lows. And this is exactly how you'd want to play, you know, being faked out to the upside, because you can't control that. A lot of people would say, oh shit, bro, I got stopped out. You know, and then they throw a fit, they get all emotional, but they don't understand that, you know, the market can do that. It can fake you out, right? You have to take opportunities and take risk in order for you to end up making money. You know, so whenever you get stopped out, this is why risk management is key. You know, it's like, it's common sense almost. Because if I do take a loss, I'm not really worried about it. The risk to reward is going to pay out. I don't know how much I would have been down if I entered that trade at the fair value gap. I'm glad I waited for the reaction because there pretty much was none. But I don't think it would have been more than what I would have made, to be honest. Especially here. Look at this. Volume to the downside. Straight fucking boner candle. Straight down. This looks like when I'm sitting down in the toilet, bro. Like, this is the water. This is my shit right there. But now let's wait for a retracement. Get ready to enter. The most tragic thing that can happen is this shit chopping all day, or chopping for the rest of the day. Y'all ready for this? What fair value gap is this? It's an inverse fair value gap, bro. We played this one here, broke high a day, fell back down, created a new fair value gap. We want to play that. All right, I'm locking in, not answering questions. TP1's obviously gonna be low a day now. We know that we broke the structure, so I don't need this level there. I like keeping my charts clean. TP1 down here. Right, and then we have previous lows down here. We got more lows, but obviously we don't want to target crazy low. I'm gonna start adding here. Grabbing a 6350 put. SPX 6350 put. Could go a little lower. It's fine, but I like to enter as we approach the fair value gap because it's not for certain that we're going to touch. You know, obviously not full position because it's not at the fair value gap. We add a full position at the fair value gap, but if it goes our way, then oh well, we make profit. Can't complain about that, right? You always want to be in that position to where you want to add more. If it goes your way, oh my gosh, dude, I'm such a good day trader, right? You want to feel that way. You want to feel like you could have made more. It's always going to be like that. You're going to make $10,000 in a day one day, and you're going to be like, shit, dude, I want more. You're still going to keep day trading. It's never going to change. Get used to it. Sucks to suck. Sucks to be rich. Sucks to be successful. I hate being a good day trader, bro. I don't like it. I tell you what, though. If this lets me add full position, dude, I'm gonna start twerking. Here we go. Let's go. I'm adding more. My first entry was at 155, adding more at 130 here. Almost full position. Haven't hit the fair value gap fully yet. Yo, Decrypt, how would you recover from 6K down? I'm currently down and don't have money anymore. Damn, bro. Honestly, if you would have joined the mentorship or, paid for premium, you would have never lost that money. It sucks that beginners try to go in and try to trade and end up losing thousands of dollars, almost everything they have, and then it's almost impossible for them to come back and they have to restart. That's why the majority, give up. A lot of people would rather lose $6,000 than pay $100 to be guided, not even mentored, just simply guided. We're at the fair value gap. I'm adding. The first thing you should do, bro, is not beat yourself up over it. I'm in full position, guys. Don't beat yourself up over a trade, and definitely never beat yourself up over money, bro. Um, Sorry, I'm focusing on the trade. I'm not necessarily trying to answer questions, but I'm in full position. So if I see that stop loss, I'm not gonna be able to say it if I'm talking. Just know that if I get a candle close above my stop loss, I'm out, and we're targeting low a day. But first and foremost, bro, don't beat yourself up over losses. Never beat yourself up over losses. And the second thing is you decide when you want to be profitable, right? Obviously, you don't know risk management. That's why you lost a lot of money. But you decide when you want to become profitable, right? Even though you're down $6,000 on your P&L, don't look at that as encouragement to try to make more money, right? Because you're only going to be trying to chase your losses. You're going to be trading with heavy size, trying to make your money back just as quick as you lost it. You don't want to do that. Normally, my idea whenever I lose money, if I'm making $2,500, $3,000 a day trading, and I lose, more than I make in a day, then I'll be like, crap, right? Obviously, it's going to take me a day or two to make it back. You have to have the same mindset when you lose money like that. It's going to take you time to make that money back, right? But you're never going to be able to make that money back if you don't decide to make the habits or start building the habits and become profitable today, right? You decide when you want to become profitable. When do you want to start, managing your risk? When do you want to size down and become more consistent rather than chasing home runs trying to make your money back, right? You decide when you want to do that. Yes, it's going to take time, but time is money, bro, right? The time you spent making that money, bro, you just wasted it because you didn't want to take the time to learn and be consistent, right? Don't beat yourself up, but it is your fault. You decide when you become profitable, and when you become rich, it's also your fault. So just keep that in mind, bro. That's my advice. All right, guys, who's in profit? Let's start trimming if you're up. I know these 0 DTs move really fucking fast. Let's go. I'm up 20%, nothing crazy. I added a little early too. 35%, nice. Feel free to scale out, take profits. This shit's super volatile. You guys saw the upside, how that shit quickly reversed. So take your money and don't feel any type of way if it continues lower. If you could have made $1 trillion, bro, that doesn't matter. The important part is the fact that you're building that habit of taking profits. This is why live trading is so important, guys. This is why live trading is so important. Guess what? TP1 is hit. Make sure you scale 45% on my position. You guys may have more. 55%. Bang, bang, bang. Let's go, guys. Super easy trades, guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut full position. I don't want to hold all the way. I really don't care for full TP. We hit low a day. That's all I need. 55%. I'm in with 2 bands. Quickest band I've ever made. Took profits, recovered my loss today. Oh yeah, everybody, spam W's in the chat if you took this trade with us. I'm gonna put this on Instagram. Let's go. Yo, once I say everybody who took this trade, you guys just go fucking crazy. All right. Yo, who took this trade with us on FOMC? 3-minute inverse. Bang, hit low a day, super easy. Spam, spam, spam. Yeah, let's go. We making bread, guys. It's too easy. It's too easy. What is going on? What the Let's go, guys. This is just a small insight on what it is or what it looks like to be a profitable day trader, guys. It's really, really not that difficult. I know I make it look easy. I'm not going to sit here and act like it's like rocket science, though. You know? It's really that simple. 15 minutes in, quickest thousands I've ever made, bro. Holy shit.